Okay, so it said to place in the ears earlier, but I'm placing them in now. 5 center stitches of round 5, and then you put the stitch in stitch 1 and stitch 5, and then that's where you put in the ears. So I'm gonna go for maybe this one right here. 1. And then I found out that's actually not as, that's more in the middle, so maybe I'll do, so let's do that instead. There we go. And I want to make sure my bunny's feet are in line, because I'm pretty sure they are. So, we'll grab one of the ears here, grab the longer end, and actually we're going to have to use both ends. This one will come out here. Oh, you can't really see it. I'll just show you later. Okay, so I have one coming out this way in the front, and I have one coming out this way in the back. You tie it a couple of times, and then you just hide them, stash them away inside the bunny. And make sure you use the right ears so that it looks like it's facing in the front, like this. Some loose ends, I'll save that for a different project, because this is the last of the yarn I have. And there we go, we have the ears in. Now it's time for the tail, and then we'll do the eyes, which is kind of in the same row, just like one row under, right here. And yeah, so as I'm looking here, it looks like even if with the stitch marker I made, it doesn't look completely centered. So, and I got this white yarn specifically just for the little details on the bunny. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to start there, because I actually do need to, right here, and then I'm actually going to have to like chain 1 here, so it doesn't accidentally undo itself when I start doing the next stitch, which is the triple bobble, and I will put another link down in the description below. I can't really lift it for you guys to see. Maybe I could prop it up here or something? Anyway, I will put links down in the description below of sources that I use to do all of these different kinds of stitches. Yeah. Just double checking to make sure I have the last stitch in there. And woo, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to do 6 when it comes to my bobbles. And now it still looks a little off center, but that's okay. If we pull it down over here, come on, then it should center itself right here in the middle. There we go. And then we just pop it out so it's like backwards. There we go. And then I gotta do another one here to slip stitch it instead of single crochet. There we go. And there we have our tail. Smack dab in the center of the little bunny. The little bun bun. These are just loose ends. I'm just gonna tie them in. They were when I had to crochet, because I didn't want to waste any. Get some loose ends right there. Thank goodness I'm still recording. I wanted to make sure. Just gonna tie little bits of this So this right here is how to ensure that your tail is completely centered. And actually, I think I'm gonna tie these in so that they don't get in the way. Yeah, I suppose you could tie it around the entire bunny tail so that it tightens itself. I'm not going to do that, but it is a possibility that you can do. So if you want to, go right ahead. Alright, there we go. There's the tail. Anyway, finally, the eyes and the nose. It says round 3, 5 stitches apart. Yeah, it should be like right underneath. Probably in like this row right here. Oh, where did my black yarn go? I thought I had it. Hold on. Okay, so I had to get a new black yarn bundle because apparently I couldn't find my other one. I didn't think I used it all. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But anyway, eyes, let's see. 5 stitches apart. Okay, so we need 5. And the interesting thing is I'm not using the kind of embroidery safety eyes, so I have to stitch like so in between, which is interesting, but I think I can do it. Alright, 5 stitches in between, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna grab this, make sure I have a good hold of it, and then what I'm going to do is just start sewing. And I could crochet the eyes too. I do enjoy crocheting the eyes as well. It saves a bit on time. And sometimes I like to go down to make sure I add more volume into the eye. Come on, I gotta make sure it builds. Let's make those eyes nice and big and round. Okay, there we go. So that right there is our first eye. Just cut this off. There we go. I've never given my plushies eyelashes before, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like tie around to make the eyes bulge more and make them more centered so I can like shift them a bit. These are gonna be big eyes. Oh my gosh, they're so big already. Oh, maybe I'm thinking about when the mouth meets the eyes, because the mouth might be right under the eyes. Alright, there we go. We have our 2 eyes. Now it's time for the nose. And the nose is in round 2. Okay, so the nose is right underneath the eyes. So I was right. Okay, I'm going to grab the last of the pink yarn that I have. That's why I couldn't make a pink bunny with this one. Last of this right here. And it's basically a horizontal, vertical stitch. Okay, so I'm gonna go all the way across here. Go like this a couple of times. I like to do it like 2 to 3 times so there's enough thickness where you can actually see the nose. So then we're going to come out the center, do it again. There we go. And actually I'm noticing here just a little bit that we're going to have to keep. And I have to fix the eyes. And we're actually going to have to stitch a little bit further so that you can see this side so it looks even enough. Yeah, it works pretty well. Tie something right here. There we go. And then you just stuff it right here in the corner. You can just use your fingers. Enter the nose a bit, and there we go. We have our finished bunny. It took, this video took a lot longer. It's probably like 30 to 45, maybe even 60 minutes. Just to let you guys know, and I'll have this part of the video in the first part. This is not a tutorial. This is me following a tutorial by Darling Maple Designs. So thank you so much to Darling Maple Designs for creating this adorable no-sew jelly bean bunny crochet pattern. Link will be down in the description below on where you can read and follow this pattern. I hope you enjoyed watching me. Yeah. You end up with your own little crochet plushie. Like, share, and subscribe. Crochet on, knit on, whatever kind of crafts you do, and howl on. Ow! And then put the stitch in. Maybe I could prop it up against. Oh. Come on. Come on. I like to do 6 when it comes to mine. Bobbles. Some loose ends right there. Oh. I feel like I keep dropping. things. So 1, 2. Hold on. Oh! Where did my black yarn go? I thought I had it. Hold on. Oh, I knew I dropped one. There we go. Oh, I went back. Oops. And we're gonna go again right here. Circle around. No. Don't not. Oh gosh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, that could be what I'm thinking of. Poke. Why is this? Can I get it to work? Yeah. But, like, share, and subscribe.